Ninjago 2026 summer sets got revealed a few weeks ago, and there is a lot of fixing needed for these guys. Starting off with Lloyd's Dragon Mech. Yeah, we're just gonna start off right away. First things first, let's look at the figure selection because these $10 sets, it's mostly just about the figure selection. The build itself is okay. Firstly, I'm gonna replace the J with Aaron. I'm gonna tell you guys why. It's because there's become a tradition where they include an old ninja in the mech suit and the new ninja as the minifigure. The Zane mech had Wildfire, the Kai mech had Sora. It was only certain that this would have Aaron in it, especially because Aaron as well is just really difficult to get this time around. He's the cheapest set he's in is of course $45, the Ryu set, so I feel like the J minifigure being replaced by Aaron makes a lot of sense, and it's honestly just fitting as it is. Second thing I do is replace this Loyalist minifigure with the Fire Monster. I'll tell you guys why as well. The Loyalists are definitely a good faction, but they're not as army buildable or necessary as the Elemental Monsters are. I think it's better to include an Elemental Monster, especially because those guys are a lot more important to the show itself, dare I say. And also just noting down the fact that the Fire Monster comes in a $130 set, the Land Bounty, and that's the only other way to get it. I feel like it should have been included here. So those are the few changes I'd make to this set. I just make the Aaron minifigure part of the set and replace the Loyalist with a Fire Monster. Next up, Silver and Grimtag. There's literally no change needed. Literally no change needed at all. This set is perfect as it is. It's just an amazing set. Next up though, this one needs a lot of changes. Kai and Cole's combiner vehicles. The first change I'm about to make here is going to be very controversial. This set will be called J and Cole's combiner vehicles. I'm gonna take that Kai minifigure, the Kai car, we're gonna make it a J car, and we're gonna make it a J minifigure. I know J just got a car, but same with Kai this year, so it really doesn't matter. And that J minifigure we just took out of the Lloyd Dragon Mech set, we're gonna put into this one. Kai is already showing up in his entire dragon form in a $20 set, the Silver and Grimtag set, so it just feels weird having him in this set as well. Including J here makes it just, firstly, a lot easier to get the J. I know he was originally in the $10 Lloyd mech, but now that we removed him from here, this is probably the best way to get him. Secondly, I just really want the J and Cole just duo to be represented in these sets because that's a duo we haven't seen in a long time. Of course, the Thunder Raider is what I'm talking about here, so I definitely do, in that sense as well, want this to be a J and Cole set. Kai and Cole is definitely getting a real repetitive. And the second change I'll make here is I'm going to change that Cole minifigure to a Dragon Cole minifigure. Dragon Cole is the only Dragon Ninja who's not available, at least to some degree, below the $50 price point. That being said, of course, this Dragon Cole minifigure would need to be added with some modifications to the bike because I don't think it's going to be able to fit with the tail and such. So of course modify the bike a bit, maybe make it a little smaller as well, but I feel like including a Dragon Ninja in this set really does help justify that $40 price point, especially because I'm not really gonna worry much about the price points in this video, generally just trying to make the set feel better with what it already has. So that being said, those are the only real changes I want to make to this set. Next up though, Wildfire's Dragon Mech. Here, simply speaking, we're gonna remove the Acid Monster. Acid Monster is already showing up in just so many sets. I just feel like there's really no reason to including him in this set as well. I'd rather just replace that with a Frack minifigure, even if it's a repeat from last year. I just feel good to have a Frack minifigure in this set, and it would honestly make for just such an important and just a really cool set concept, which includes all of the new ninjas in just one package. Just because of that, I do definitely want this set to have included a Frack minifigure, but if they can't do that, another thing I'd want them to do is to bulk up that Beatrix mech and make it somewhat similar in scale to the original Elemental Dragon, versus the Empress mech set, which that one was of course a lot bigger than this one. This one's just an Evo mech. I feel like they could take the budget by removing the acid monster and maybe bulking up the build a little bit. Next up, though, the Land Bounty, the Final Dragon's Rising set. First things first, we're gonna give armor to Nia, Jay, and Zane, but we're gonna go a step further. We're gonna add Dragon Nia to the set and remove the normal Nia. Dragon Nia will just help balance out the figure lineup a little bit. I feel like for $130, you should probably have 2 Dragon Ninja, not 1. Zane is, of course, already in a pretty cheap set, $35. Jay shows up in a book as well, so I feel like Dragon Nia definitely does help balance out this set. But another thing I'll do is add the mutation monster to this set, because firstly, that one's really difficult to get. He only showed up in like 2 sets in January. Adding him here just gives more value to the set as a whole, and at least puts him as a part of this wave as well, which is something I would definitely appreciate. Next up though, let's move on to Ninjago Legends. The Dragon Blade, the Battle at the Dragon Blade set. Firstly, remove the Oni mech. There's no reason to include that mech here, and bulk the dragon up. We're gonna make that dragon be bigger. We're gonna make that dragon definitely, shine a bit more. Just remove those bulky wings. Just give it actual vinyl or cloth wings somehow. Just make the dragon itself look better, because I feel like that's still okay as being a part of the build. If they definitely worked more on that build or that aspect of the build, I feel like this set could have been a lot better. Twin Titan mechs. First things first, I'm removing the Oni minifigure from this set, and I'm gonna give the budget to some of the different aspects that I'm sure the mechs would lack in real life. I'm gonna remove that Oni minifigure just because it feels out of place in a set like this. Titan mechs, of course, are supposed to be these exclusive, important sets which are just supposed to focus on the build, just like the Cold Titan mech did, and the Lloyd Titan mech did as well. But of course, I would include a few more minifigures. That's okay, that's fine. But I feel here that they could have just removed that Oni mech or the Oni figure and just made this set a lot better. It's still amazing though. But the second thing I do is something pretty huge. I'm gonna make the set $200. I know I wouldn't deal with the price point much. But making this set $200 is just gonna help make these mechs feel more like Titan mechs. So you could keep the Nia mech the same. The Nia mech is about $70 worth, but you're gonna have about $60 more of budget, because 140 plus 60 of course is 200. That $60 budget could go to the Kai Titan mech to make him the biggest we've ever seen. You could still have the Nia mech be the same. She could still have that stand to herself, but that Kai mech could definitely be a lot bigger, especially because at the end of the day, as much as I hate to admit it, a lot of people were very excited for the Kai Titan mech. Not so much for the Nia one, but the Kai Titan mech definitely. A lot of people wanted that set to be very, very big, and the biggest mech that Ninjago ever released. Finally though, the Ultra Dragon Battle set. I'm gonna do the complete opposite thing here. I know I wasn't gonna deal with the price points, but with these legend sets, I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna make this set $150. I'm gonna make this at $150. I'm gonna scale down the dragon a bit, because in my personal opinion, the dragon just feels too big for his own good. A set like this should be on the smaller scale. Not that small, of course, but just a little smaller than that 200 price point. That price point is generally reserved for sets that are gonna sell for sure. This feels like more of a risk, so I'll make this one $150. I'll scale down the dragon, and I'll give the dragon molded heads, because those molded heads are definitely gonna give this build a lot of life. But before you go, of course, we still have one big set left, or one really small set. Legacy's X1 Ninja Charger. First things first, if I could reduce the price, I would, but I won't do that with this set because I have such a good idea. Remove that Kai ZX Legacy figure and give us the golden rebooted suits, and I mean all 4 of them in this one set. If they did this, this would have been just a must buy for so many people. These are this is a suit line that a lot of people, of course, think we'd never get ever. Me included, I don't think we're ever getting the suit line, but just including it here would have justified this set so much. I would have definitely been in favor of this set existing as a third time remake of the X1 Ninja Charger. If they did give us these golden rebooted suits, I feel like these were just really warranted for in this set. This was the perfect set to give us these guys in, and they botched it. And of course, another thing is just give us an actual Cryptor, because that is just an insult to the character, the figure we actually got. Anyway, I know a little bit of a short one here. Please watch this to the end, guys. Of course you have, so comment down below that you've watched it to the end. I'm sure you guys will have your own opinion, so thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Like to have all that fun stuff. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Keep supporting the channel. See you all.